Hey everyone, it's RetroGamingNow, back with the Binding of Isaac Afterbrth Plus, and it's been probably a couple weeks since I've played this game, so I'm a little bit refreshed. And who do we want to do? Who has the least? Lazarus has very few, Apollyon has very few. Let's do Isaac. Okay, so this is not a bad item, I'll take it. It's a familiar, little Gertie, and he'll travel around and fire just like a Gertie. So he's got quite some range. And I can actually control when he goes by just releasing. And you can see he goes way out there. But, you know, it's one of the things you just gotta be careful that you're paying attention to what's around you, and instead of just worrying about him. But he'll bounce and he'll go. I mean, unfortunately, we did have to waste a bomb to get it. So obviously not ideal, nor was that. Yeah, I got some rust got to get out. And we got a marked rock there. It's too bad we cannot get that as of right now. But yeah, you can see the strength with which he launches himself is connected to how much time I hold down at the button. Now that I'm thinking about it, this item is really not as good as I thought. Yeah, it's pretty mediocre actually. I'm tempted to restart. I know, like, uh-oh. You shouldn't just restart when you get a bad item, but, like, this is like a warm-up round. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright. Okay, I definitely want... Ah, shoot. Alright, what are we going to do? Black hole's not bad, so I'll... No. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge the die, then bring the black hole with me to the boss fight. So you remember what the black hole does is it creates a, well, black hole in the center. Right, you can throw it basically, and it sucks enemies in and does damage. So it's pretty useful actually. It's not a bad item really. I don't know if it's any better than D6. D6 is a pretty good item. But I mean, we use D6 to get good items, and maybe that's a good enough item. I don't know. Boom. Yeah, it's always... Ah, shoot. I don't usually fall for that, but I saw it coming, of course. But yeah, the reason I'm keeping my D6 right now is to charge it up, so I can flip it out in case of a bad boss item. So we'll save that soul heart. It's a big floor. Maybe it just feels big because I can't see a map. Ah, shoot. Obviously, I'm being a little lackadaisical with my movements, but that's okay for now. This is the floor. This is where you can get away with it, and you don't really suffer any penalties. I think we're on hard mode, yeah. One thing about hard mode is I think the bosses drop less hearts when you defeat them. Okay. But after this we'll have charged our D6, so then we can go back and pick up the black hole. And then we'll think about what to do moving forward. What we got in here? Nice. Another big room. What is going on here? I'm pretty sure you can't get double curses, and I don't think it's a labyrinth. I think we just happen to have an exceptionally large floor for some reason. Gosh. Okay. But the advantage is we know that our dice gets charged, which it did, of course. Alright, we got a card. Judgments. And that will spawn a beggar. So I'll save that for later. There's still probably at least one room we did not see, and plus we gotta go flip out the item. Oh yeah, there's gonna be at least maybe one more after this even. Okay. And this is the route, so going north should give us a new room. Yeah. Yeah, really timing with your motion with when you get a whole room full of these is good, but you also want to remember to move in both the X and Y direction. Because if you just move in the X direction, you'll dodge whichever target you're looking at, but there's a decent chance at least that you'll move into another one. I think north, we haven't been up here yet. No. Yeah, this was a pretty big room, or big floor, that is. I think he should be just out of range if I can go over here. Okay. Alright. So, we'll pick up the black hole. Don't need that. And depending on how effective it is on the boss, it'll probably help me decide whether to keep it or not. Because I've used it a couple times, but I remember it's pretty good at clearing out large rooms of enemies. But that's about all. I think every time I've had it, I've traded it out for a better item. Alright, let's destroy Larry Jr. Yeah. We get stem cells, so that's a good item. You know, I'm going to go ahead and take this with us. Ah, shoot, I hate this one. This is so difficult for me. It's just because the screen on my computer is not very bright. So, I mean, I make mistakes so often on Curse of Darkness ones, and I don't even think it's fair. And pay to play is not worth it, really at all. I don't know. I have serious gripes with Curse of Darkness. You know what I forgot to pick up is my Soul Heart. But we can maybe do... Well, we can at least get that marked rock. Ah, yes, there we go. We got both. Okay, I am going to take damage, yep. If I'm not careful, I'll take more damage. Ah, whew. Okay. Just gotta do enough knockback. There we go. Oh, there goes our shot of a devil deal. Ah, shoot. Ah! Okay, there's a boss room. I'll get these poops just in case there's a heart in them. Oh, is that a marked rock? No. Honestly, everything really should be Curse of Darkness. Unless Mother pays for lighting downstairs. But this is one of those games where thinking about how things actually work, it's not going to be too helpful. Right, so I should probably target these yellow fly spawners. It only looks like there's maybe that one and maybe one other one. Nope, that's it. Okay, well, we got a charge, so if I wanted to, I could use this. Alright. Spin away. Okay. Alright, I'll take those keys. Those will be helpful. Ooh, 14 coins. It's almost worth it to go to the shop. Almost. Not quite. Don't have any bombs. Alright, see how this black hole does on a more conventional boss. It does not deal a lot of damage to him. I don't know how long it lasts for. Okay, so that was mediocre at best. So I think really its usefulness is going to be in rooms of enemies, which there will be. I don't know, I tend to like activated items that are useful against bosses. But, yeah, if that's not the case, it's not the case. And we gave up our D6. I know it's unlikely. I mean, it's not terribly unlikely. It's a 36% chance. But I would like to get a devil deal. And jettison some extra hearts. 4 hearts is really not bad to have. It's actually quite good. It's just, if I go up to 5, then that's when I'll start. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got PJ. That's about perfect. And, no, I'm not going to take either of these items. Okay. So we saved our heart, gained 4 soul hearts thanks to PJs, which is a great item, by the way. And now we'll pick up 2 more soul hearts. And we'll try for another devil deal in the future. And a curse-free room, please. There we go. I was trying to think of what item did we get, and I remember now it's pay to play, which we didn't take. Now, if we use the TNT right, this room can be pretty easy. If we use it wrong, it's a death trap. Because everything here explodes upon death. Oops. Now, the nice thing about having all these soul hearts is our chance to get a devil. Ooh! Devil room goes way up. Since at least it seems. Ah, shoot! Wow, that was bad. It seems that. Wow, this is not going well. Anyways, so we lost 2 full soul hearts there, but devil deal percentages don't go down unless you actually take red heart damage. Now that was a pretty bad room. Very bad. Whatever. Move forwards. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to obviously try and take out these guys first. I am at risk of getting nailed on the crossing pattern, and I got very close twice actually to having that happen. Alright, so now I can settle in. Sometimes you can just get the shot just right where it goes right past him, but looks like it's not happening now. So here, it's just fast reflexes, getting out of the way if you see it coming. These guys have massive health. Yeah, especially the champion versions. It's a good thing that mushroom is there, though. And that, there's not going to do. Let's throw that. I don't want to forget that I have it, because it can be helpful. I only killed 2 of them. Alright. Since it's a champion, I can't tell if it's going to spray. And I guess it does, but... Okay. Damage reduction, that's okay. Let's go in the shop. Okay, interesting. So I heal every time I go and use a key. Champion belt, I'll take that. Damage is already... challenge is already up anyway. So I'll take the extra damage additionally. This room I'm always tough about what to take out first, but I think the right call is to get the spiders. A lot of these guys. Some of my least favorite enemies. I don't know, they're not quite so bad now that I figure out, but especially like playing early on. Like it's a good design where they split off right in the direction you want to dodge. I mean, it's frustrating. Like, you see the mask actually absorbed that one there. I glowed gray for a second. See, yeah, it's good, but boy, I am hemorrhaging health right now. I don't know, it's always how it is. The less health you have, the better you play, it seems like. You know, to an extent. It's like buying a bigger fridge. You'll use up all that space somehow. So, like, your fridge is full, so you get a new one. And it's like, wow, look at all that extra space. And then a year later, that one's full too. And you realize, oh, wait a minute. You know, you use up the time allotted. And I think sometimes it's just true for time management, where you might have, I don't know, a whole week to do something, and you wait until the last day to get it done. It's classic procrastination. Whereas if you had only had one day to do it initially, then you might have just done it in one day, if that makes any sense. It's like the time used fills the time allowed. Oh, wow, I'm not playing well, am I? I guess that's to be expected, though. I've actually been playing a lot of Planet Coaster recently, which is a phenomenal game. I'll probably actually do a series or something on it, because I just love it so much. Like, it's the modern-day Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's what Roller Coaster Tycoon World should have been. Oh, I just love it. It's not a perfect game, obviously, but there's so much you can do with it. It's a sandbox game. I'm a big fan of sandbox games, as you might be able to tell. Like, I've played Feed the Beast, played a lot of Minecraft, which is, Feed the Beast anyway, but, Grand Theft Auto, those kind of games. The games where you can just do what you want. And I mean, I wouldn't say Binding of Isaac's a sandbox game, but it does have, like, infinite replayability. Like, there's a lot to do in it. It's just you can't always decide what you're going to do, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I like Binding of Isaac. There's not a real story. And I know that having a story is good. There are games I like. For example, I've played all the Myst games. I love those games. Let's donate to this real quick. No, you don't get a shop upgrade. Anyways, but, for someone like me where I honestly don't play video games a whole lot. I play, if I get a chance, I'll play it like maybe... That's not doing anything, is it? Anyways, I'll play for short little sessions, if that makes any sense. So I don't, a lot of times, just sit down and just play for, you know, hours or whatever. It's because I don't have time, you know. I have so much stuff going on where I'll... For me, if I do play, I'll play like an hour or something. And so that's why Binding of Isaac's really nice, is, you know, I can just play for just a second, a couple seconds if I need to. I mean, not a couple seconds, but, you know, just a short amount of time. It's what I have. Each game is not very long, and it's like self-contained. There's a perfect stopping point. You know, this is what it's like. It's like watching a TV show. It's like the video game equivalent to that, I would say. I had a good shot. I mean, that's not really unexpected, though. Bighorn, you really just gotta grind it out. But it is one of the newer bosses, so I'm not automatic at it. Like Monstro, you know, all the bosses out in the original game, I can face them without even thinking. Whereas there's a lot of, like, you know, things like that, which I'm not expecting or used to. I should have quite a bit of health, but I mean, boy, think of how much damage we took on this floor. My goodness. We started out with 4 red hearts, and 6 soul hearts. And where are we now? We lost 8 full hearts of damage. That is unreal. Wow. That's so bad. Just thinking about it, you know, it adds up over time. Wow, that is terrible. Well, let's do this. One makes you larger. Now, the thing about one makes you larger is it doesn't actually change. It doesn't change your hitbox size. Oh, wow. Well, since I took that damage, I might as well pick up as many coins as I can, but... Yeah, obviously not thinking. So that makes 9 full hearts of damage. Remember, there's 12 total hearts maximum. That is unreal. Okay. I gotta get the portals out, but I cannot get to them. Shoot, this is a great place to use my black hole, if only it was charged, the one time I need it. I can't use it. Get out of here. How long are you gonna keep spawning stuff? Finally. And if I didn't have Mask of Infamy, I would have taken even more damage. I do not want to get backed into a corner, but I think that's what's going to happen. Oh no. I'm playing very horribly. I tell you though, this is a difficult room. You don't usually see rooms like this early on. Okay, well the mask saved me there. I don't think that was a full heart hit, but boy. Okay. Gotten a lot better at fighting these guys. Alright, no problem. Only if I was Azazel. The thing is, when you're... I mean, wow, we're doing so poorly. This is Caves 2 and we spent 20 minutes. What is going on here? Alright, well, now's a good time to do this. Anyways, I mean... When you're playing poorly, it certainly seems like hearts don't show up as often as you want. Okay, so it's 2 hits to take out a spider, so that's good to know. So I know how long I have to turn for. And we're going to take that card. Do double duty, take out a spider. What do we have? Strength. That'll be useful. Yeah, I'll use that on the boss and I'll come back and pick up this card. Which is Judgment. Oh no. Oh no. Bible tract. Better, I suppose. I don't know. No, 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 no. Oh. That was bad, bad, bad. Shoot, I don't even really want to play again, so we're going to stop there. This is Retro Gaming Now, Binding of Isaac Afterbrth Plus, and I'll see you guys in the next video.